It's too dark. I can't see anything in there. It's too dark. I can't see anything in there. I'd rather not imagine what might have happened on this table. I have to unscrew the fuse box. Bad idea. This can't possibly work. I have to turn it on to make the platform go up. I have to turn it on. Normally you need a key to break the circuit. I've got to manage without one. Somehow. It'll never work. This can't... This can't possibly work. Locked. A newspaper with an article on the killer. I doubt I'll find out anything new. It's barricaded. It's impossible to go through here.
Kate Halloway, County Sheriff. I was expecting you.
Hi, I'm Agent McPherson. This is Agent Garris. What have you found?
No one here. The house is empty. There are a few signs of recent occupation, but if the killer was here, he's gone now.
I see. We'll take a look around ourselves, just in case.
This reporter who's disappeared, she was following your investigation quite closely, wasn't she?
Yeah, we go way back.
It's not easy to conduct an investigation with someone breathing down your neck, is it?
Do you have information on the house? Who's the owner?
A Howard Peterson. He died more than 20 years ago. Suicide. The house has been abandoned ever since.
An old decrepit house in the forest. You'd think we were in a horror movie.
My men are searching the forest, looking for a body. I have a few roadblocks set up around the county. I've put in a query on the property to the Holton Land Registry. I'm expecting an answer. I'll keep you posted. I almost forgot. We found a memory card on the kitchen table. Comes from a phone or some such digital gadget. Take it.
No sign of Miss Hernandez. Is that good news or bad? At least we located the house quickly, thanks to the info she gave us.
The killer had the entire night to act. The fact that he abducted Hernandez instead of killing her on the spot is a good sign.
With the field kit provided by the lab, we should be able to get somewhere.
Let's hope that this time around the killer's finally made some mistakes.
I have Hawker's file, as requested.
Okay, thanks, Garris.
I couldn't help having a peek. What Hawker did was unacceptable. A guy like that has no place in the FBI.
James was a good agent. He crossed the line. I'm not excusing him, Garris. I understand what pushed him over the edge. Too much pressure.
Discovery of this house is a huge step forward. You think we're finally going to stop the East Coast killer?
Everything depends on the wisdom of the profiler of the Great Lakes and the pluck of Quantico's juvenile investigator. You watch too much TV, Garris.
Alright, I've got a bit of a headache, but let's try and get some more of this done. Okay. Wait, did we read this already? Yeah. On July 11, 2006, during a stakeout, Agent James Hawker killed Saul Wedge in cold blood. Without legitimate grounds of self-defense, Agent Hawker had been in charge of the East Coast killer case since January 13, 2006. His partner was Special Agent Victoria McPherson. Hawker and McPherson had been following a serial killer for 6 months without much success. Saul Wedge was a drug dealer known to police. Hawker and McPherson wanted to question him regarding the substances which he supposedly had in his possession, and which he may have sold to a client suspected of being the killer. During the hearing led by Agent Kavanaugh, Agent McPherson confirmed that Wedge had taken off after being approached. Hawker and McPherson engaged in a pursuit during which they became separated. When McPherson finally caught up with Hawker, he was aiming his weapon at Wedge. Here the versions differ. Hawker claims Wedge threatened him with a knife, which has not been found, whereas McPherson maintains that Wedge was unarmed. McPherson alleges that Hawker pulled the trigger because Wedge refused to answer his questions. She attributes his actions to excessive stress and built-up frustration. She believes Hawker felt impotent because he was unable to make an arrest in the serial murders. It must be noted that Hawker refused to speak with the psychologist on duty twice. In fact, it was the psychologist who drew the attention of Internal Affairs to the report submitted by Hawker regarding Wedge's death. Okay.
I've kept you a place in my cold room, McPherson.
Okay.
Hi, Vic. How goes your stroll in the picturesque woods of rural Maine?
We haven't found Hernandez yet. I'm leading the investigation in the field with Garrus and the local police.
No trace of the killer?
He vanished without leaving a forwarding address, but I plan on tracking him down.
Look, I know this one's important to you, but still, be careful, okay?
Don't worry, Claire. I'll be sensible. And if I forget any of the textbook instructions, Garrus will remind me. What's new in the Chicago office?
Everyone's on the case. Miller is pulling all-nighters doing computer research, and Kingsley is running around stuffing his face with cookies. As for the boss, well, she comes in to see me every 10 minutes. When she's stressed, she almost makes me long for our old supervisor Browning, if that gives you any idea.
Stop it. She can't be worse than him.
I even got a call from Inspector Tate. He's ready to give us a hand, unofficially.
That William. He feels indebted since his nomination. All I did was give him a boost. It's thanks to his own skills that he succeeded. Do you know what happened to Hawker after he was fired from the FBI?
Not really. I think he went into security. I'll ask around, let you know. I have to go. Call me if you've got a problem.
Okay.
Safe is locked. Can't force it. I really don't need the sheriff on my back. Broken glass, like a windshield or car window. There's something here. A bare footprint. These tire tracks were left by a large vehicle. Broken glass, like a windshield.
That's it? Footprint size 7. Paloma Hernandez's size.
The tracks correspond to those of the pickup truck that was identified as the killer's.
Okay.
Hernandez told us about this crossbeam.
Is that it?
I don't have anything new, unfortunately. I'll keep at it.
Yeah, great. Thanks.
Metal grate. Ground is wet here. A metal grate. It must come from the gate.
No, really?
Looks like blood on this piece of rubber. There's been an explosion here. Looks like a stun grenade. The hatch is closed and the lock looks rusty. The hatch is closed and the lock looks rusty.
Alright, so we're gonna need some brute force to do this. Typo positive. Paloma Hernandez's blood.
The plate is covered with mud. I can't read the number.
Let's scrape it off.
The plate is covered with mud. I can't read the number. An aluminum can full of leaves and twigs. An archery target. Well used, too. Perhaps we're on the trail of a modern-day Robin Hood.
Yeah, right.
There's an electric fence surrounding the property. The power's been cut.
Okay.
This old shack must be at least a century old. If only its walls could talk. The screeching door is the same as the best alarm system in the world. There's something behind the shelf. Looks like a dumbwaiter. The door's locked. And the call box seems to be out of order. The dumbwaiter must be stuck above. I need a rope to go down the shaft. Yuck. This fridge is disgusting.
Your face is disgusting.
Dirty dishes. Maybe I'll find fingerprints on them. This tap seems to be working. It'll be useful if I need water. I must take a sample of this clue.
Alright, calm down.
I doubt that Hernandez cooked. She must have left her fingerprint while eating. The fact that she ate is rather encouraging. The killer wants to keep her alive.
Okay.
Old dirty oven. I wouldn't bake cookies in that. There's a message scribbled on the newspaper. Who's next? The serial killer's eternal question.
It's rather morbid of you.
This phone is broken. Half the floorboards are pulled out. This painting is depressing. Such drab colors.
I love the little hat there. It's a nice old house. I love those big open windows.
Smells pretty musty in there.
Sure it's not your upper lip.
This food tray reeks of the chemical cleansers the killer uses. I won't find any fingerprints on it. The Blue Dahlia. That film came out in 1946, a year before the sad fate of the Black Dahlia. A matchbox. I hope I won't have to use it. A small metalir safe with a digital lock, LK model. I think there are smudges on the buttons of the digital lock. I might be able to get prints. The rest of the prints are no good. Damn. It's locked.
Alright, let's go ask somebody. Let's see if Claire can help us.
This is Claire Ashby. I'm not available at the moment. Please call back later.
Guess not.
A book written by one Stephen Bachman. A horror novel. This book is about nuclear war. It's from the 50s. A chemistry textbook. The preferred literature of murderers everywhere. A book on forensic medicine. It's open to the chapter Trepanation. This is Claire's kind of thing. Me, not so much. There's a lock of hair being used as a bookmark. But whose? A lock of hair has been placed in plain view.
Female hair. Wilma Hernandez's hair.
There's a hiding place here. A piece of wood has been moved. Maybe I'll find a fingerprint with the help of the kit. Looks like there was an object here. Its trace in the dust is pretty clear. china cabinet. And she didn't mention it. So much for teamwork.
Let's try that safe again. She said the Blue Dahlia came out.
A small metalir safe with a digital lock. LK model.
1946?
There we go. The safe is open. Screenplays. The House of Terror. The Butcher of Massachusetts. Wow. An Oscar nomination's practically guaranteed. These stories sound twisted. And so is the hack who wrote them. There's no name on them, though.
It'll never work.
Alright, calm down.
Screenplays. The House of... These stories sound... The fingerprint's not on file. I need to get Claire in on this.
Oh, Vic, where would you be without your favorite coroner? What can I do for you this time?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer.
And a see-through jacket, apparently.
I've scanned a print that's not in my records. I'm sending it to you.
Okay, I'll look into it. Talk to you later, Vic. Good luck.
It's impossible to open. Locks of hair. They're labeled. Janet, Olivia, Susan. The killer's victims. This sicko made himself some sort of a morbid reliquary.
Great. Alright, is that it? Oh, we need to go talk to what's-her-face. Alright, where is she? Can we not talk to her? Is she not even here? Is she with Gingerbread Man? Gingerbread Man!
Found some traces, but nothing too important. I spoke to one of the cops who are searching the forest. He gave me the lowdown on Holloway. The sheriff is on edge. Elections are around the corner, and she's not sure she'll be reinstated to her post. So she doesn't appreciate the FBI's arrival in her jurisdiction, stealing the spotlight.
Brilliant. We got a creepy house in the woods and a shifty sheriff. Man, I miss Chicago.
That didn't help at all. You suck.
A footprint near the explosion.
Oh, I didn't get that before. Oops. Shoe with lug sole, size 10, footprint left by the killer. Let's see if we can't pick this open and get it started.
It's not this.
Like, oh my god. Okay, fine.